When a show has been on as long as NCIS has, a few key cast members are bound to leave along the way. Those who have stuck with the show know that too well, as many of the actors and actresses they loved have moved on for various reasons. If you've been wondering what those people have been doing since they left, we have the answers. First, Sasha Alexander, Caitlin, Kate Todd, and Lauren Holly, Jennifer Jenny Shepard. Sasha Alexander's role as Caitlin Todd, or Kate, on NCIS started in Season 1, but only lasted 2 seasons. Even though the former Secret Service agent died and Alexander's character was written out of the show in Season 2, her character has been mentioned many times, and even brought back in later seasons through deleted scenes, voiceovers, and CGI. The way Sasha Alexander left NCIS is a little strange, and the actress has hinted that she can't talk about the exact reasons why she left. Donald P. Bellisario said that Alexander couldn't keep up with the shooting schedule and wasn't used to being on a series for a long time. Whether or not that was all it will remain a mystery for now. Since then, Sasha Alexander has done well. Her longest time on TV was when she played Maura Isles on Rizzoli and Isles. Since NCIS, she has worked in both movies and TV shows. Her most recent roles were in the BMX movie Ride and as a guest on Law & Order Special Victims Unit. Alexander doesn't have anything planned right now, but she has been in Hollywood for a long time, so it's hard to believe that her next role isn't just around the corner. In the 3rd season of NCIS, Jenny Shepard joined the team. She had worked with Gibbs before. The two had worked together in the past, and seeing each other again sparked feelings that led to some flirting during her tenure. In Season 5, Shepard was killed when a failed operation from her past came back to haunt her. Everyone on the team, but especially Gibbs, felt her death. Lauren Holly kept busy after leaving NCIS by making a lot of movie and TV appearances. Holly still has a steady stream of TV roles, even after a long time on the ABC show Motive. Her most well-known recent role was as a guest star on Lucifer. She was also in the cast of Up TV's Christmas Catch, which was a holiday movie for TV. Holly is finishing up a few short films, so you can expect to see more of her soon. Next, Cote de Pablo, Ziva David, and Michael Weatherly, Anthony Toti Donozzo. Cote de Pablo's Ziva David was brought in to take the place of Sasha Alexander's character Kate, but he and Kate were very different. Ziva was the half-sister of the man who killed Kate, who she then killed. Ziva's time on NCIS started in Season 3, and fans loved the way the Israeli character acted and how well she got along with Donozzo. Ziva quit NCIS at the end of Season 11, and was thought to be dead in Season 13. After leaving NCIS, Cote de Pablo had a short role in the CBS miniseries The Dove Keepers, and was in the movie The 33 in the same year. Cote de Pablo is trying to make a career behind the camera again after Sci-Fi didn't pick up a pilot she was in 2016. In particular, she is working as an executive producer on a project called Mia that is still in the works and could be picked up by CBS. Anthony Donozzo was rough around the edges in the 1st season of NCIS, but he became one of the best characters in the show over time. The world would have let Donozzo and his love of movies, women, and justice go on forever, but Michael Weatherly finally decided it was time when he didn't feel like he had much more to give. After 13 years on the team, Donozzo quit to take care of his and Ziva's daughter, which he hadn't known about before. Michael Weatherly slipped into Bull, which has been his home since he left NCIS. There has been some drama there, but Weatherly's former co-stars on NCIS have stood by him after he admitted to making inappropriate jokes on the Bull set. Weatherly is also working on the MIA project with Cote de Pablo. We don't think either star will lead. It's a shame because fans would love a show where the two of them got back together. Moving on, Jennifer Esposito, Alexandra Quinn, and Dwayne Henry Clayton Reeves. Jennifer Esposito left the show after only 1 season, which was one of the quickest times a main character has ever left. The character, who had taught McGee, Bishop, and Torres, left the program with grace when her mother called and asked her to take care of her. The team could have used Quinn's quick-wit and intelligence, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. With a key role on The Boys, Jennifer Esposito is making her way into the wide world of superhero shows like many other Hollywood actors and actresses. Esposito will play CIA Director Susan L. Rayner in the new Amazon series, and she will be in about 5 episodes. Esposito will also be in the upcoming mafia movie Appalachian, which is about the first time that crime bosses ever got together in New York. Clayton Reeves joined NCIS in Season 13 because he knew Donozzo from when he worked as an MI6 officer overseas. Later, Reeves joined the international branch of the group and became rivals with Torres. He also had a habit of showing up out of the blue with information about a case. In Season 15, Reeves' ride came to an end when he was killed by a hitman who was trying to kill Abby. The future of Dwayne Henry after NCIS is still up in the air, but if you want to see him again, look no further than Hallmark. His TV movie, A Gingerbread Romance, is a great holiday movie for NCIS fans, and it's really the only new thing with him in it that you can watch. Still, Henry has done a lot in the past, so he won't be out of the spotlight for too long. Lastly, Polly Perrette, A.B. Ciuto. A.B. Ciuto, who is played by Polly Perrette, may be the most well-known character on NCIS. Abby was one of the few goths to appear on a primetime show. She had a lot of fans because she was always happy and helped the task force. After 15 seasons, Abby quit after a failed attempt to kill her. Abby took Clayton's body, who had died because of the attempt back to England so she could start a charity in his name. Abby's ending on NCIS was kind of sad, but Polly Peretz was for a different reason. The actress said that her departure was caused by multiple physical attacks and that rich and powerful people were spreading false stories about her departure to hide what really happened. Perrette hasn't said much about what happened yet, but the allegations are, to say the least, disturbing. Polly Perrette worked on NCIS for 15 years, so it's understandable that she hasn't jumped into anything else right away. Even though the actress hasn't been acting much lately, she still works for civil rights and other social causes. We hope to see her back on TV in the future, but her father says she's enjoying her time off. Perrette's big return may never come. As a bonus, NCI fans delighted as beloved character set to return. Delilah Fielding, played by Margot Harshman, came back for season 20 of NCIS. Higher Education, the 9th episode of the show, aired on Monday, December 5. Fans were happy to see Delilah, their favorite character, come back to help with the investigation. She was last seen in 2021 in the season 19 episode Docked. When shrapnel got stuck in her spine, the woman who worked for the Department of Defense lost the use of both of her legs. This happened on January 14, 2014 in the 13th episode of season 11, called Double Back. She will spend the rest of her life in a wheelchair. In the most recent episode, NCIS looks into the death of NROTC midshipman Will Watson. Watson was killed while trying to cross the street. He had just met Delilah that morning. The case is given to her husband, Agent Timothy McGee, Sean Murray. McGee comes to Waverly University, where Delilah is teaching cryptology, to look into the case. After a year, Harshman came back to the show. Carrie Glassberg, who is in charge of NCIS, said that Delilah's storyline was based on the people who died in the Boston Marathon bombing in 2013. During a press tour for the Television Critics Association, he said, "I remember seeing a piece on, I think it was the Today Show, about a group of women who had really started to get their lives back on track. On our show, I wanted to try to show some of that. So the goal was, and still is, to show someone from the government who is involved in something tragic like this and still manages to keep going." This year's last episode of NCIS is called Higher Education. Margot Harshman, aka Delilah Fielding of NCIS, made her film debut in 1997. Margot Harshman's first movie was The Elf Who Didn't Believe, which came out in 1997. Her first TV show was in 2002. The actress played the role of Tawny Dean in 47 episodes of Even Stevens, which aired from 2000 to 2003. Margot was born on March 4, 1986, to parents David and Janelle Louise Harshman. She had two older sisters, one older brother and one younger brother. Their mother died of breast cancer in 2014. Harshman also acted in movies like Sorority Row, College Road Trip, and Fired Up. In 2009, she was also in the music video for Get You Home. Swayze sang on the single, which came out on June 28. Since then, 4.7 million people have watched the video on YouTube. In the 6th season of The Big Bang Theory, the actor from California also played Alex Jensen, Sheldon Cooper's assistant. Margot Harshman was nominated for the Young Artist Award twice in 2005, once for the Even Stevens movie and once for Even Stevens. In 2009, she won the Female Stars of Tomorrow Award at the Show West convention. The actress and her dog Bullet live in Los Angeles. Even Stevens co-star Shia LaBeouf was Margot Harshman's boyfriend for a few years. In 2017, she got married to a musician. They split up in October of 2018 and got a divorce in November of that year. Together, they don't have any children. Well, that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Who would you like to see return to the show? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, cheers.